Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly connection update. Let's get a high-level overview of the connection. First, in my section, you'll see a piece called Coming Together for Our Students, which really focuses on our unions and everything that they do for our district. Then we get into our high school programming. We round off my section with Celebrating Women's History Month. Then, of course, we move to a section that's in there every week, our safety tips for families, focusing on this week the importance of changing passwords. Then, of course, we move into our school and district highlights. We finish off with our recognitions, 2 different recognitions this week. Let's get a little bit deeper into the connection. My first piece, Coming Together for Our Students. You know, our 3 unions, our Kenmore Administrators Association, our Kenmore Teachers Association, and our Kenmore-Tonawanda School Employees Association. These folks, of course, are doing so much work that you see on a daily basis with our children, but there's a lot of work that they do behind the scenes. This section just touches on a small amount of all the great things that they're doing for our community. Check that out as we dig just a little bit deeper. Then we get into our high school programming, and folks, it's really important to know how much great high school programming. One of our great programs has been in the news, I know, a lot lately, our International Baccalaureate program, a wonderful program that many people are working on right now to try and reinvigorate and keep in our district. More to come on that in the coming weeks. But this section really focuses on all that different programming offered at high school. Then we move on to our Celebrating Women's History Month, and this month we are celebrating the late Eva Bateman, who was the first African American to become a nurse in the city of Buffalo. She also went to a school that I was principal of, Hutchinson Central High School in Buffalo, and really take the time to read this section. Some really great details about Miss Eva Bateman and all of her accomplishments. Then we move on to our safety tips for families, and as I mentioned, passwords. This section just talks about the importance of changing passwords, gives you some tips, and there's even a link in there to the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, or CISA, website. Then we move on to our school and district highlights. Board members visit Hoover Middle School. Kenmore East and Kenmore West make us proud at Unified Bowling Tournament. Kenmore East band teacher to receive Commitment to Education Award. Hoover hosts Purple Pinky Project to help eradicate polio. Hoover Middle 5th graders practice fraction multiplication using Minecraft. Food service features dip made with homegrown herbs. Kenmore East band students take part in Mardi Gras parade. And that brings us to our recognition this week. 2 recognitions. First, Miss Karen Monaco, our assistant principal at Kenmore Junior Senior High, under the principalship of Mr. Kevin Kruger. And Karen was recognized just this past week by the Erie County Commission on the Status of Women. Karen is one of 6. There were 5 others that received this recognition, celebrating women in education, mentoring, inspiring for generations. So really check out that piece. Karen, we're so proud of you. And our next recognition, 2 students from Kenmore West, Isabella Teeter and Ella Roberts. Isabella is a senior, Ella is a junior, and they did an exceptional job at the regional Shakespeare competition. Isabella got 1st place. Ella got 2nd place. Check out that section. We're so proud of you and all of your accomplishments. That brings us to the end of the connection this week. And folks, just a little bit of a note that next week we will not have a connection. So I'll see you again in 2 weeks. During that time, I know that the weather's going to warm up next week. Let's really talk to students and really focus on, all together, we got to have this focus as they start to go outside more, and the safety things that we always can't get enough of talking about with the kiddos, just to make sure that it's fresh in their minds. Because together it will take us to move Kenton forward with strength and pride. Thank you so much and have a wonderful weekend.